Hello and welcome. I'm Ijoma Onyato. Tonight, intense duel between the frontline candidates as presidential results come in. AU Commonwealth officials hold crucial meeting with the president. Nigerian civil society groups commend electoral process, gives kudos to INEC. And protests in Rivers, Oyo and Akwa Ibom over presidential and National Assembly results. The anxiety has reached fever pitch with results from the presidential elections pouring in, with the two presidential candidates appearing to be neck and neck. From all indications, the final results may go either way. But let's listen to the results announced by the Independent National Electoral Commission Chairman, Professor Atahiru Jega, so far.
The elections went on smoothly.
That's the man who's got all eyes on him as far as current activities of our national lives are concerned. Professor Atahiru Jega making his first statement since the presidential elections commenced yesterday. He starts by detailing the states where accreditation reverted to manual authentication.
So far, Osun State, Kebbi, Ekiti, Adamawa, Borno, Jigawa, Anambra, Akwa Ibom, and the Ebonyi states have reported reverting to manual accreditation of voters in some polling units.
And for those units where voting was inconclusive, he puts figure to the affected areas.
Elections are being concluded today as follows. 90 polling units in Lagos State, 16 polling units in Kebbi State, 6 polling units in Niger State, 37 polling units in Yobe State, 8 polling units in Borno State, 25 polling units in Adamawa State, 37 polling units in Jigawa State, 13 polling units in Kano State, 116 polling units in Taraba State, and 2 polling units in the federal.
The silence has finally been broken. Results are coming in their trickles, which is putting to rest speculations and contemplating figures flooding the wires. Staying with the 48 hours mandate to announce results, Professor Jega starts off by outlining ground rules for result collation. That doesn't seem like what everyone wants to hear, so proceedings quickly moved to results proper. One after the other, the collating officers, mainly professors, filed out to read out the results.
Total registered votes.
We begin with Ekiti State, where APC got 120,331 votes as against PDP's 176,466. Ogun State is next. APC scored 308,290 votes as against PDP's 207,950 votes. In the southeastern state of Enugu, APC pooled 14,157 votes as against PDP's 553,003 votes. In north central Kogi State, APC pooled 264,851 votes. PDP scored 149,987 votes. Back to southwest Nigeria, this time Osun State. APC scored 383,603 votes as against PDP's 249,929 votes. APC in Ondo State garnered 299,000 votes, 889, as against PDP's 251,368 votes of the total vote cast. From Oyo State, of the 1.7 million accredited voters, APC pooled 528,620 votes, while PDP scored 303,376 votes. The seventh result in line, as announced by Professor Michael Faborade, is that of the Federal Capital Territory.
Area councils.
Valid votes cast is put at 306,805, and of that, APC pooled 146,399 votes, while the PDP pooled 157,195 votes. Nasarawa is the last in this session, and APC pooled a total of 236,838 votes, while PDP pooled a total of 273,460 votes. Just when more results were expected, the session came to an end. Reasons: only 8 states plus the FCT have turned in their results.
Well, more results have obviously come into us from the Situation Room in the last 1 hour. The results you saw there were the ones that came in earlier on today. Now, let me just give you a brief idea of what we have now in terms of the frontline candidates and the states, which are the official figures that have come in from the Independent National Electoral Commission, the Situation Room in Abuja. For Kano State, we have the APC 1,903,999. and the PDP 215,779. That's for Kano State. In Jigawa, the APC 885,988, while the PDP polled 142,904. Let's move on to Katsina State now, with the APC polling 1,345,441 and the PDP polling 98,937. We move on to Kwara State, with the APC polling 302,146 and the PDP polling 132,602. In Kaduna State, we have the APC polling 1,127,760 and the PDP 484,085 votes. In Anambra State, the APC polling 17,926 and the PDP 660,762. And then in the southeast state of Abia, we have the APC polling 13,394 and the PDP polling 368,303. Well, these are the other 7 states that we have coming in from the Situation Room. At the moment, they're on a break, and we will get back to you with more figures as soon as we have them with the other states that are coming in from the Situation Room. Let's move on for now, still staying with the elections, and as the results of Saturday's elections are being announced, a delegation of foreign observers has called for the sustenance of the peace that prevailed during the polls. This appeal for peace is coming from the African Union and ECOWAS teams, which visited President Goodluck Jonathan today at the presidential villa. Led by the former president of Ghana, John Kufuor, the group said that although the elections have been peaceful, transparent and credible so far, the process is not yet done till the results are declared. Our State House correspondent Chukwuma Onyekwusi reports.
While the INEC chairman was busy reeling out the election results, the activities in the presidential villa were still on. President Jonathan's meeting with the former president of Ghana, Malawi and Liberia lasted for about 30 minutes. They have come to also monitor the election in Nigeria, and it is time to go. They've been here on behalf of the Commonwealth, African Union and the ECOWAS and have a responsibility to report back to the authorities that sent them. But before they do courtesy demands, they also report to the president.
From what we've seen, as I'm sure you heard yesterday, some of us declared that the election had been peaceful, transparent and credible. Up to yesterday, we appreciate the process is not yet done till the results are declared, and then, of course, the aftermath of the declaration. But we've come this far, and we needed to give an interim report to the authorities that mandated us to come, and to the world, and to Nigeria, Nigerians in particular, to let everybody know that Nigeria so far has been at peace with the process. And so we appeal to Nigeria to continue in this mood through the entire process. so that at the end of the day, the people of Nigeria will be satisfied with themselves, that they use the process to give themselves the government they want and they deserve. And Nigeria succeeding to would redound not only to Nigerians but to West Africa and the whole of our continent. We will all be made proud of the success here achieved by Nigerians for themselves and for all of us.
The observer group said they can't continue to stay. Some of them are leaving and others will have to stay until they see to the end of the election. From the presidential villa, Chukwuma Onwekusi, Channels Television News.
In part two, after the break, Nigerians in New York, Washington and South Africa give their impression on the conduct of the presidential elections. That's in a moment. Do stay with us.